Hey everybody, it was funny. Woke up this morning at 7 a.m. It was pouring rain. It was coming down so hard. It's that kind of rain that it's beating the roof of the van. It's loud enough to wake you up and the wind's blowing. So Joe and I were having some coffee, stalling, waiting for the rain to stop because I'm looking outside. I'm like, I'm going to be soaked and freezing in 30 seconds. No rain gear I have is going to keep the water out. It's going to be freezing. It's going to be cold. It's going to be a really unpleasant day running for me. So I'm thinking about this as I'm having some coffee and we're waiting. We're pushing it back, waiting until 10, 11, 12, 1. I usually don't like to start any later than 2. I've done that maybe 3 times on the Via Magna so far. They've all been very difficult days. So around 2 o'clock, the rain stopped. And we found a nice trail by a river in Ohio, and I headed out. Before I headed out, though, I was looking for races to enter and run in the fall so I can continue to compete. And a race that I found was the Mammoth 200. It's a brand new 200-mile race in Southern California, up near Mammoth, and it goes through the mountains and around and ends back in Mammoth. Now, right now with the Mammoth 200, the waiting list is on hold because they're waiting for permits from the Forest Service to make sure the race can actually happen. But you can still enter. Your card just won't be charged until you get selected for the race. So I hope I get picked and I hope they get the permits. The reason I'm telling you this is I ran my 35 miles today in 5 hours, which if you were racing a 35-mile race, that's not a super competitive time. But for doing 35 miles every day and not trying to get a fast time, it's a pretty fast day. Much faster than I want to be going. And I was thinking about that. I was just on a little walk cooling down. I usually don't do a cool down walk because I don't run this fast. And I was thinking, why did I run so fast today? And I realized it's because I signed up for the Mammoth 200. As soon as I clicked that button and entered my name, I threw my hat in the ring. I now put myself into a competition. I was no longer just thinking about, I'm going to race again someday. It wasn't something in the distant future that wasn't happening, some nebulous plan or idea. I entered the race. I committed to the arena. That race is 6 months away. But I found myself the entire day consciously and subconsciously thinking about racing the Mammoth 200. The competition is pretty steep. There's a lot of high quality elite athletes already entered in that race. I've never been to Mammoth. I was thinking about the terrain. I was imagining, what am I going to feel like when I'm 125, 150 miles in? Am I going to finish when it's dark? Am I going to finish when it's light? Am I going to finish in under 48 hours? Is it going to take me longer? I was imagining different people on the course. I was visualizing a race the entire day. And just thinking about that race changed me in the present moment. It changed the way I was running now, instantly, just by clicking a button. And I might not even get selected for it. It's 6 months away. And because I entered something 6 months away, because I have a goal that's set there, instantly, everything in my present day has changed. Thinking about that race and the preparation and the buildup and then the race itself. What would happen if we all went from our perspective, our limited perspective of just today or goals 6 months out, shifting to an eternal perspective? Man, that's 6 months away, and that's changing everything I do in the moment. What would happen if we started living for eternity, for the eternal crown, and started running this life, which is the ultimate race, with purpose, there's an ending. It's heaven. But we have to run that race well. By clicking the button, I put my hat in the ring for Mammoth and it changed instantly. What do we need to do in our day today to actually commit and put our hat in the ring to running the race that is the race for eternal salvation, that is our life? This is the race for the eternal crown, to be a great saint. What do we have to do to really commit to that in earnest? That's really going to change the way we live daily.